Jesus, that's so loud. Hello, hello. What's going on? Happy Thursday. Thanks. So we're trying to kind of match that. Your crab pretzel. Yum. So what were you guys up to today? You guys do anything fun? Just work. Hopefully you had a good day at work. Oh, I'm so glad. I finished up July's today. It's going to be an ornament. Yes, you do. We finally figured it out. Oh, what did step 4 say? I don't remember. Was it confusing? Not yet. Nope. She So I got some prototypes in and she's working on um there will be what it looks like there will be. It's going to be in the mini flower number 3 set. And also there's going to be, I think, an entire set of pansies of all different sizes. And a couple other secret flower tools as well. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I always do one more smaller circle than what the helix ruler does. No, yeah, I figured we since it's July, it'll be July. Um we do Christmas in July. I mean, I celebrate it with my art. So I figured one of the patterns that I write has to be an ornament. And the one that I wrote for VIP is not an ornament, it's patriotic. So I was like, well, I guess the monthly mandala club is going to get the ornament. Plus, I've had people ask like when I was gonna start doing ornaments, like writing ornament patterns and stuff. So it's about time for that. Thanks. I still don't know what I want to do in the center. I originally put black dots and I don't think I liked it, so I covered it up. I don't really know what I want to do on the orange. I mean, maybe I just make it sparkly. Hello, hello. Wow, yeah. I was gonna maybe put like the dark orange opals on it, maybe. See what happens. See if I like it better. Tangerine, my go-to gal. That's like my go-to orange, tangerine. It's such a good one. I think a lot of this is gonna be sparkly. Like I have a lot of areas that I want to add some sparkles to, so that's probably the majority of what we're gonna do for this one. And then I guess we can do a coaster. I have a color palette that I made last night. It's a very simple palette, but I was inspired by it. I'm not going to tell you what inspired me. I'll see if anybody guesses um, why I picked the colors that I did. Obviously not this, but add a little red. I could see that, like a darker, like tiger orange, maybe. We could probably do that, or tiger lily, not tiger orange, tiger lily. That's like a reddish orange. That might be pretty for maybe like some top dots on top of this. Hello. Because originally I did like some like like a black swoosh on this with some white dots. I didn't like that though, so I covered it up. I'm using dark orange opal. So it's kind of hard to see, but that's pretty. And then I'm using the green purple over this. It's green forward, but flashes purple, so it's pretty. Just a little something, something extra. So for any VI people who did not grab the decals for this month's stash jar, there are still some left. I posted them late last night. Um, Pretty much everybody's that has ordered them so far out. There was a couple people that ordered today after I went to the post office, but besides that, if anybody got in on the pre-order, those got shipped out, so minus the few people that told me to wait, and combine orders. Welcome in. Not yet. They usually take about 3 weeks, to get here, and, I think we're sitting around 2-ish? I can't remember the exact date, but it was, like, sort of kinda towards the end of May, so I would assume they'll probably be here, like, middle be here slash, me, portioning them up in, like, the middle of the month. I am good, just painting away as always. How are you? Me too. And I got some fun colors. Well, don't haven't gotten them yet, but I have a plan for like a Christmas set, Christmas E set, which if all of my samples that I got look good, then we could potentially do it for a Christmas in July thing. And I also am starting the some Halloween plans too. I know, it always seems forever for me too, because 'cause I'm waiting and I see the orders in the queue, you know? Thanks. Yes. Alright, so I'll give you guys I can't show you because I don't have them. But so there's 2 sets that I wanted to do, and I've gotta kinda figure out, like, what colors I want and how many. So one of them will be a Christmas in July, and it'll be, a few of, like, the white kinda you've seen me use, there's 3 of them that you've seen me use. 2 of them look white when you look at them, and then they flash purple blue, and then the other one is, like, a champagne kinda color. So I was thinking those, but also, like, doing a special red mix and a holographic green and maybe like a gold and like something like that. And then for Halloween, I was thinking like a really pretty, like a couple holographics, like I think a holographic lime green and like a purpley pink holographic and like a purple hollow. I can't find a good orange, but I was thinking like what if we do like a glow in the dark pigment or two? One of them will glow orange. I don't know. Still kind of planning the Halloween one, but I'm getting some samples in. Oh, also a black, like a gunmetal gray black metallic. I have some plans. I think it'll be fun. Yeah. So right now I can't decide on how many glow in the dark colors I want. 'Cause they're just pigments, like, they're not gonna change really the color of anything. They're either like a frosty kinda, like, clear white, or they're the yellowy green ones. So, like, you would add it over something. It's not really gonna b like, change the color, it's not gonna be like a color shift is what I mean. So, there's one that glows like a bright effing white, which I think would be really cute if we were doing, like, little ghosts, make them glow white. And then, like, part of me wants to have that standard bright ass, like, green glow, but, like, there's also a really pretty orange glow and, like, a purple glow and a teal glow, and I'm just like, "I don't know." So, I just kinda am in the beginning stages of talking to a supplier, but I'll have to get those tested out to make sure that they're up to my standard, of course. But like we still have time for that, but I kind of want to start getting on it soon so that I know at least what we need. I know they're really, really pretty. There's like 30 freaking choices, and I'm just like overwhelmed. I was just telling them about some pigment collection ideas, like one for Christmas in July, and then I was talking about like a Halloween set with some like holographics and some glow and things like that. Yeah, I'll have to send you the screenshots of the ones that I was thinking and you can let me know. Good evening. How's it going, Dory? Thanks. What's up? I kind of giggled at the one supplier because, like, of course, you have to go through a couple different suppliers until you find the one that you want. And unfortunately, my guy doesn't have glow powders, so I had to find a different one. And I'm talking to a couple and the one made me laugh because I'm like, "All right, like, can I get some samples?" And they were like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, how much are they?" And they go, "Free, we just need your address." And I'm like, "Okay." And they were like, "It would be 50 some dollars." And I'm like, "They're not really free then because you're definitely like there's no way shipping is that much. So you're definitely like making money off that shipping." So I was like, maybe I'm not gonna go with them." It is, yes. Dory and I picked apart a pansy when we were in Pittsburgh together. I mean, it's been in the works for a while, but I this was the one that I was able to sit down with her and kind of move things around and, you know, so she's been working on that after we made some little adjustments, and I think it's pretty much ready to go. Now, I guess you didn't watch me use it on Tuesday, but it is a line work tool, so the pansy kind of comes together as you color it in. Little bit of a trust the process, but as you see, like it looks just fine. It's not hard. It's just that was really the only good way we could like get it to not smush and actually like kind of have it look how it was supposed to. So, but yeah, so there's gonna be a mini one that will debut, I guess, in the mini flower number 3 set, but she's also working on a full pansy set with a bunch of different sizes and another fun flower set. I mean, she's always working on something, as you guys know. We always have something up our sleeves. And hopefully we can have a Christmas cookie cutter set ready for July. Hey, awesome. Congrats. What are you doing with it? Lots and lots of good stuff. All right, so we're gonna let this dry for a sec because I do want to go over it, I think, with like a darker orangey color, but those glitter dots need to dry. So we're gonna draw some guidelines on this one. Whoop whoop. So excited. Oh, gotcha, 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 gotcha. Well, I'm excited nonetheless, Rosie. So, once I show you guys the color palette, I'm gonna take some guesses as to what might be the inspiration behind the color palette. Um, like, yeah. Some of you guys might know it as soon as you see it. Others, it might not, you might not ever guess it, but I think some people will know. Steffi, what's up? That was the coaster stencil. That was the 12 split coaster. So there are 4 stencils in the coaster pack, 2 squares, 2 circles. Um, 1 circle splits 12, as well as one of the squares, and 1 circle splits 8, as well as the squares. Yes. Oh, pizza ornament. I gotta make I was just thinking, like, maybe I should make one of those on the side right now just to have it ready to go, for the mystery ornament sale at the end of the year. Happy Thursday. How's it going? Well, you're one of the very few people that have one. I think in total, what, there are, I guess, 4 of you now that have one, I think. Yes, I think it's 4. I need to sharpen this pencil, my goodness. Yeah. So my crash courses in VIP there's only 4 of them because they're 30-minute courses and I can't do it for everyone. So it's like oh whoops. It's like first come, first serve. What the heck did I just do? Totally wrong one. But, technically, it can sort of be for most things, but, let's say you're struggling with swooshes and you need some extra guidance, and it can be a little bit hard to get that guidance while I'm live with however many people in the chat. Think of it as like just a FaceTime on Facebook between me and you. And you get to like I can see you, you can see me kind of thing. So if there's anything that you feel like you need to work on, something that you're stuck with, that I can just kind of watch you do, and maybe like diagnose if there's something that you could do that would help you out better. It could also be like you're wanting to start an Etsy and you want a little bit of guidance on it, basically I draw the line at like I'm not going to give you my secrets and I'm not going to like whatever, but for the most part like you can pretty much sign up for anything. If you just want to talk and, get to know me. People have done that. But yeah, so it can be whatever you want, right? He might not let you for 30 minutes, but we could maybe do it for like a minute. You did sign up for the 8th. I will message you soon and just, like, get a time down. But yeah. Yeah, some months they sell out, some sell out, they're free, but, some months they sell out, other months they're open, and nobody signs up. It just kinda depends. Right? The bean picks. Alright. Does anybody know what this color inspiration might be? Sasha, there you go. Which lady? Who? What? I don't know who you're talking about. No, so we were watching the Spurs, last night, and um, the fans, the audience, they all have, they sit in each section is either teal, orange, or pink. And it's like you can just see it. It's like color blocked. It's actually pretty neat. And so, and by me saying we were watching it, like I just mean it was on TV. And I was sitting on the couch and I was like, those colors look really freaking great together. I'm gonna see if I can't mix them up. Oh, yeah. No, it is close. That is I mean, that is true. Yeah. There is I did take inspiration from hers at one point. But no, this one is for the Spurs. I mean, it's not for the Spurs, but that's where I got the color inspo from. No, I can't tell you what colors I used because it was monster mixes and a little bit of this, a little bit of that till I got it the way I wanted it to be. So I just think it's gonna look pretty cool when it's all done, you know? Maybe add some like black top dots. I don't know. But yeah, I thought it would be a fun one to do. Like I said, some of you guys would get it, some of you guys won't. It just depends if you're familiar with the basketball or not, which I'm really not. I wouldn't have gotten it had I not made this color palette for that reason. Yep. Oh yeah, don't let it burn. I remember the one time we were watching it and I go, if I had to get an orange shirt, I'd be pissed. Yeah, I'm live. What's up, Judy? I mean, I can definitely see where you guys got that. Yep. I don't watch basketball either, but I liked the colors. That's okay. Did you see that I messaged you back, Judy? Oh, I don't remember which account it was on, but I did respond. I sent you a few videos too to kind of show you about your points. Oh, yeah, it whatever wherever you messaged me on Facebook. I don't remember if it was under my personal profile or if it was under my business profile, but thanks. Nice and bright. It's JGrondz Dot Art at Gmail, just for future reference. But honestly, sometimes I feel like email isn't the best way to get a hold of me because there's so many freaking emails. Um, Even not just like business wise, but just like, junk emails because Gmail will lump everything together. So if you need a quick response, while I try and keep up with my email, sometimes you guys get lost and I don't see it until like a week from now when I'm going through and deleting junk email and I go, "Oh, a customer message. Oh no." So I would love to tell you. I really would. It's but all three of these colors It's Monster Mix Up. I was inspired by the colors that I saw on TV at the Spurs game, and, got to my desk and grabbed some colors. I can tell you that I used dragon fruit, and I used, a little bit of bubblegum pink and a bunch of the sizzling pink neons. It shouldn't have gotten moved, no. You should be able to log in, the little person towards the top corner. You should be able to log in and then view your past orders. Maybe some people have a couple different emails that they use, and sometimes they choose the wrong one. Make sure that's the right one. But yeah, nothing should have gotten moved. Thanks, Heather. I was ignoring her. Ooh, this is annoying. I feel like I need to hold on. I know exactly what I did. Give me a second. We're gonna fix it from about here. Oh, yeah, my portfolio, I took away the little tab part, but I think the collection still exists. I think. Pretty sure it does. That's okay. I'm practicing my non-response to the trolls. Okay, we'll have fun in Canada. Ta-da. Uh, it's all right. It's okay. Oh, good. Yeah, I could have swore that I took it off, but maybe I didn't. Oh. Um, let me see. I don't know how to do that right now. I'll have to figure it out. Remember, I'm a YouTube noob. These colors are a little weird because they're a mix of a bunch of different brands of paint, or not brands, but types of paint. So sometimes they get a little funky. I just have to be careful. I'm not. No. If you're talking about, like, finding stuff on the website, it's just because I built it, you know what I mean? Like, I know where things are at and how to use it, you know? So, my mistake was, like, so I don't follow my guidelines when I do circles like this. For some reason, and it's been like this since I started, it never looks good. So, I just kinda, try and keep my dots the same way around, the same size all the way around and, like, cross my fingers and hope it meets up. So basically what I did is when I got to the point where it kinda squished, and this is what I do whenever that happens, I kinda look at all of the dots. So if it say it's squished here, I look at some dots this way, and I kinda see if, there are some that are a little bit more spaced apart or a little bit bigger than the other ones, and if I notice, like, a little bit of a discrepancy, I'll kind of go back and get rid of the ones up into where I don't think it's, as spaced out, I guess, and then I try it again and hope that it works, and most of the time it does. Just, like, a slight adjustment makes all the difference. 'Cause I really didn't need that much space to get that dot to fit, I just needed, like, a half a dot's worth. So, basically, there were, like, 4 or 5 dots over here that were a little bit bigger, and the spaces was a little bit more far apart, so I just took those off and then tried to keep them close together and like, smaller, and then eventually it fit. I wanna hook well, you should have seen how many, look, this was all the paint that I had to take out because they were too full and I didn't quite have the color that I got the blue pretty immediately, but the pink and the orange, they were a pain. Thanks. I'm pretty okay with color mixing, but sometimes I put in too much of a color and I can't get it. For the pink, I put in too much of like a lighter pink, so when I mixed everything together, it went much lighter than I wanted it to. So I had to take a bunch out just to kind of get it back so that when I added the brighter pink and like a little bit of like a darker pink, it didn't wash out as much. Jenna 15 is my deco art code. I don't know if it matters if it's caps or not, but just in case. You're welcome. Do you guys see that pastel pack that I posted about? I typically ignore when they post like, "Hey, we have a special whatever paint pack," because I'm like, I have those colors, you know? So typically I just ignore it. But for some reason, the pastel one just caught my eyeballs and I was like, I have like all of those colors, but seeing them all together, like that's a really good looking pack. And half the time, another reason I ignore the pack is because sometimes there's no colors in there. So um, like the regular color pack has like bright orange and bright yellow. And you guys who have been around a while, I don't use those colors because they don't look nice. I think it also might have, like, ultramarine blue and dioxazine purple, which those ones you can mix with colors, but they go, like, almost black when they dry. So, like, I typically ignore their their things because half the time there's colors in there that we won't use. Yeah. They also have some on Amazon. I put a couple on my Zon front. I don't know, like, price-wise, but I feel like if you're struggling to get to the $60 shipping minimum on deco art for free shipping, Amazon might be a little better, but they don't have everything. So, Yeah, she's full of shit. She obviously doesn't know what she's talking about. From what I saw, which obviously, like, Deco Art really hasn't said anything, from what I saw, it seems like Hobby Lobby did them dirty. But yeah, Deco Art shifts pretty damn fast. Right, exactly. Yeah, Amazon's interesting sometimes. Yeah, I saw that they had, like, a color that I know for a fact is online only, and I clicked on it, and it was, like, $9, and I'm like, "Hell no. That's dumb." No, Hobby Lobby stopped carrying Deco Art paint because they wanted to make room for more decor and home stuff. And also, I think that nobody was buying their paint because it sucks. And so they probably were just kinda, like, being like, "Well, if they don't have any other paint to buy, they've gotta buy ours." That's probably honestly what it was. "Hello, hello." Right? Yeah, no way. So, I'm not showing you guys, but I mentioned that I think I mentioned it on Facebook. I don't think I mentioned it I don't know if I mentioned it on here on Tuesday, but I have some secret project that I'm working on that I'm hoping will do very well. It's kind of coming down to, is the resin gonna ruin it kind of thing. But if it works, I have my new item for 2026, at least one of them. I try and bring out a couple new things each year. Um, and this year I think I have a pretty cool one. Oh, I know. They should have learned from Joanne Fabrics that that wasn't a good thing. Right? I showed Scott and he thinks it looks pretty cool. I did show a couple people, but for the most part I'm keeping it a secret. Yeah, I know. That really sucks because if I were to buy any glitter from Hobby Lobby, it would have been that because it's like better than their glitter. I really don't either. I maybe go like maybe twice a month now. I used to go about once a week. But not anymore. Right? Like I go if I need more of these. Um, and I go if I need like a watercolor pencil or like a gesso board. Sometimes I go and walk around to see if I can like think of an idea. Has it really been that long? No way. I mean, I don't doubt it, but I feel like I don't know. Part of me feels like it hasn't been that long. What sucks is like the Joanne near me. Obviously nothing has moved in there yet, so it's just like a graveyard. And I'll drive past it and I go, Kinda miss it. Not that I went all that often, but every once in a while, it was nice to be able to have a 3rd craft store option around me. Although I will say I'm glad that they were not around whenever I was hyperfixating and making those yarn gnomes last year, because out of all 3 of the craft stores, obviously, they would have had the best selection of yarn, and I probably would have spent more money than I already did, you know? Would have been pretty dangerous. We don't have any, like, mom and pop type store like that, but some of them do sell deco art, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I think for the most part, like, most of them don't. 24 Hour Crafts tried to get something with deco art and they said no, and I was like, "What?" Because they wanted to get rid of Apple Barrel, um, and deco art said no, and so folk art didn't though. But when they told me that they said no, I was like, "What? Seriously?" I bet it's because they want you to carry a certain amount of stock, and they don't have all that much room to carry stock, so maybe that's why. Yeah, I feel like we don't have anything like that. We have a craft thrift store though. I've never been, but I see like TikToks about it and I'm like, that would be interesting to go. Do you guys remember Pat Catan's or was that just like a Pittsburgh thing or like a Pennsylvania thing? I think Pat Catan's was bought out by Michael's. That's true. It was new. Technically, coasters are new-ish since it's been a few years, but I think this project that I'm working on has the potential to be a real big hit, even if it's not a super hit online, like, it might be a cool thing to sell at a show. Creative reuse, yeah, I've never been, have you? Oh, I thought that jeez. I thought that Packet Hands was bought by Michaels. Not necessarily. I like the unglaze because it takes the background color, like the base coat really well, you know? Whereas like if it was glazed, it can be super streaky. Think of these as like, when you base coat a terracotta, like a piece of terracotta, whether it be a trinket dish or like a pot, it takes the paint really, really well. Don't dickblick.com. Yeah. They're legit. It's legit. It's just a funny name. Hey. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I keep seeing videos about it and I'm like, it would be cool to go, but I also don't go over there in that area like ever. So I'm like nervous about like where it is and like trying to find decent parking. Yeah, no, Dick Blick is it's a real thing. I actually whenever back in what, 2021, when I posted that video using that holographic Mod Podge sparkle spray paint stuff, and it was my first ever viral video, and literally you couldn't find that shit anywhere. Like everybody bought it out. The only place I could find it was Dick Blick online, and I wouldn't tell anybody about it because that was like my little secret place. 'Cause I was like, "Damn it." I was so mad that that video went viral. You would think it would be a good thing, but when everybody started buying it, I was like, "Now I'm not gonna be able to get it?" Yeah, that'd be fun. Next Dot Fam meetup in Pittsburgh, we'll go to Creative Reuse together. I feel that. I can see the concern. Whenever I was a kid, I was looking for, I think, soccer shorts, um, and I typed in Dicks.com because, you know, I wanted to get my shorts at Dick's, and that's not what came up. I think at this point they've changed it though, I haven't checked, but I'm pretty sure they were able to get it changed so that that didn't keep happening, but I remember being horrified. My mom was like, "What are you looking at?" I'm like, "I promise I was just trying to look for some shorts." She goes, "No, honey, you need to type in Dick's Sporting Goods." And I'm like, "Well, it's called Dick's, you know?" Pinecraft ink is great, but I heard that their shipping is astronomical. I haven't I've only bought from them once, and I don't remember their shipping being crazy, but, I feel like a lot of people have said that recently, so I don't know, maybe it recently went up in price? Like, worse than deco art in terms of, like, shipping price. Okay, good. Yeah, I was mortified. And of course, it was, like, the family computer, so, like, obviously, I didn't know how to clear my history, and it was bad. Thanks. I obviously, it's very swooshy tonight. I don't really know where I'm going with this design. We're just kinda going for it, I guess. They are. How's it going? Maybe we will put them on an ornament. We have to do ornaments this weekend, so we might have to start ornaments tomorrow because, well, I don't know. So, Saturday, I have a VIP class in the afternoon, so that takes away one of our lives to do ornaments. And Sunday, I'm doing family Easter, which I should be home in time for like the 9:30 live because we do it kind of early in the day. Um, but in case I'm not, we should probably start ornaments on Friday just to get our 5 ornament minimum. I know. We gotta start with a patriotic ornament because that's we left off on we just finished ornament number 200. Oh shit. You guys, I effed up. Mm. Well, technically I already did ornament 250. I wasn't even thinking about it when I started writing a pattern. Ornament 250 was supposed to be patriotic, but it's not. It's Christmas colors. Oops. Well, that's a shame. I was just trying to help myself out a little bit, stay ahead of the game. That's all. Either way, we should still probably start ornaments again tomorrow. I know, but the whole thing was just supposed to do 250 because it was, the anniversary. Now I feel like now I mean, any of them can be patriotic, but I really wanted to do 250 being patriotic, but oh well. I know, but it's still I did an ornament. I painted an ornament. I did not. Um, I just paint these black. Oh no, they count. I have a few that I never listed. Um, did I not post it? Oh, I didn't post it because I need to put the 250 on the back. It's numbered though. I have to break my Cricut out. I have a few things I have to use my Cricut for, and that is one of them. I do have a very sad I have some sad news. Remember how it's not really that sad. I mean, it's disappointing, but whatever. Remember how I was painting that top for the mug and I said that I was gonna try the resin on it and hope that it worked, and if not, like, well, unfortunately, now the thing doesn't fit the mug super well because I did have some resin spillage and it is extremely hard to fix. So it doesn't fit super well on the mug, which is a shame. So I might just send it to one of you guys as an oopsie, you know? It works as a coaster and you'll have a pretty mug, but you can't put it on top of the mug because it doesn't sit nicely. It's very pretty though. But I guess I have my answer. I'm not gonna waste more of them. Well, I didn't want you guys to think I had like terrible, terrible news. I just, kind of ruined a piece of my art, which is always sad and disappointing, but obviously it's not the end of the world. I know I was really hoping that I could turn those into coasters, but the wood is very soft. So, it just, you know, the X-Acto is not working well, and I don't even really think I could have taped it all that well either because of the rounded edges. Which is why I like why I typically don't resin rounded edged wood pieces because I feel like it drips a lot easier and it's a lot harder to fix. I also used someone's tip to like use like a small paintbrush and kind of paint resin the sides. What really screwed it up was the second coat. Unfortunately, it needed a second coat. Um, and then it kind of extra went to shit from there. But I mean, it's very pretty, but it's not perfect. I mean, it looks perfect from the top, but not from the sides. So, um, so there it is. It's a beautiful resin coat. Unfortunately, and I just tried to shove it on there. I tried my best to clean the sides and make it look decent, but it still is too much where it doesn't sit on the cup like it should. So, you could use it for a coaster, but it doesn't fit together very well. So, I'm a little disappointed because that one was a really, really pretty one. So, I wanted it to be a little bit more functional, but oh well. Yeah, put a little ribbon on the back. I'm always like cautious to discount something like that because I don't know. I feel weird about it. Speaking of name in a hat, I have a cool idea for this year's mystery ornament sale at the end of the year. Because I was just scrolling and I saw something and I was like, that might be a fun little addition. So, what do you guys think of like maybe like a month before? I don't know, maybe 2 weeks. I'm not really sure. But some time period before any order gets a ticket. And then I put a ticket in a box. And every time you order, you get a ticket. And then we pull a ticket out of the box and they get a certain special prize during the mystery ornament sale. I don't think so. I don't think acetone would I don't use acetone anymore because 'cause it'll mess my nails up real bad. But yeah, so I was thinking about like, I keep one of the tickets and then you guys someone, the matching ticket goes in the package. I mean, obviously you need to have the ticket to match, don't throw it out kind of thing, but um I'd be afraid that the Dremel would like make the wood like I'm not obviously very skilled with a Dremel and I'd be scared that I'd kind of gouge out the wood with it. I did try to use like a nail file for what I could, but it was just oh my gosh, I was working on it for probably about 15-20 minutes today and I was like, I'm just making it worse. Yeah. Obviously, we would still do like our my normal like I try and do some giveaways anyways, but um it'd be fun like leading up to it if I can think of like a fun thing like basket to make ahead of time. Maybe it would be a basket full of some art or some supplies or both. I don't know. But I thought it might be a fun thing. A golden ticket. Maybe there will be a second pizza star ornament. I don't know. Oh. Oh. Steal an ornament of their choice, huh? Dirty Santa. But yeah, so I'm trying to think of like something fun to add to the mystery ornament sale that's already a lot of fun, but add another component. I don't know. If not next year, maybe 2027. I mean 2028. Like every 2 years, give people some time to save up. Oh, that's a good idea in the garage, yeah. Feel like the person that gets their ornament stolen is gonna not be so happy. What is going on? Probably not there we go. Too small of a tool. Yeah, I mean, it's very pretty, it's just very imperfect, like, you know how I am about my resin, um, and sometimes it just really can make or break a piece for sure. Yeah. Imagine getting, like, the most perfect ornament because it's a mystery. Imagine being so happy with the ornament that you get, and then someone steals it right from under your nose. Oh. Yeah, I feel like that would cause a fight. So I put resin. Remember I said I was gonna make this and try this and try and make it into a coaster? And I wasn't sure if it was gonna work. Well, it dripped over the edge like I thought it would, and it was so bad on the second coat that now it doesn't it doesn't fit. So I'm really mad about it because I spent a lot of time like cutting away resin and filing it, and it's just bad. So I won't be doing that to some other ones. And it's a shame because I really like this one. I thought this one was super pretty. I mean, it still works as a coaster. It doesn't fit. I know, it's a shame. We learn. That's how we learn. Because the resin didn't just drip off, it dripped like off and under, which made it really, really, really hard to fix. And the wood is soft. So every time I tried to use my X-Acto, which typically I can do no problem, it was just not. Yeah, it will. It's kind of a shame. I was really hoping I could make those all into coasters. I'm glad that the other two that I've had, I didn't do that to. Good night, Mary. Hello in Seattle. So the decals that I got for VIP, most of them are totally fine. There were a couple that when I got them, I was very much surprised at the size. I don't know why. But the one of them was pretty fucking big. It's fine. It fits the stash jar, but I got it and I was like, "Oh my goodness." But I used it on I'll show you. I use it on the one that I made. I'm gonna use a different one on the one that I teach, but it kinda reminds me of you know how when you go to Home Goods and, like, TJ Maxx and Marshalls and stuff, and sometimes they have those stash jars that have, like, decals, like, all the way around? Like, there's Christmas ones and Halloween ones and stuff like that. I haven't, just because I have boxes to put stuff in, but I guess you could. So this is we're tea I'm teaching this. Look at that. It went almost all the way to the top. Like, I knew it was gonna be wide, but I don't know. But I think it looks pretty cool, so I wasn't mad about it. But I definitely was thinking it was gonna be smaller, and then I got them in, and I was like, "Oops." They are, yes, they are pansy tools. I got 2 of the flags I made smaller for myself because I was trying to just, like, fit some extra space, and those ones actually wound up being, like, absolutely perfect, and I was like, "Of course." So I definitely struggled with, sizing on that for some reason. Yeah, yeah, you could if you wanted to. Like, I don't think it looks bad, but I just want to kind of pre-warn some people because you guys are used to getting decals from me and you expect a certain size. He's probably almost double, but the height is still fine. Otherwise, I would have placed an emergency reorder, but it was kind of expensive, so I didn't want to if I didn't have to. What's funny is, like, I had a thought when I was, like, placing the order, I'm like, "I feel like I have, like, more pages than I typically do," and that's probably why, because they took up more room. And then I also realized yesterday that there was a set of decals that I guess I never posted, and I ordered them anyways, don't ask me why, I don't know. But I was like, "Why didn't any of these sell?" And then I looked, and I noticed that I didn't even post them as an option. So, of course, they weren't gonna sell. You guys didn't know I had them. Um, it's fine. Yes, yeah, make sure to find that. What's up, Deb? How's it going? Oops. What the hell is that? Skip. It was a YouTube ad. So, yeah, like, look, this guy's so big. Um, this one, I didn't post that one. I don't know why. Yes, the ones that all the ones they're posted now. They're somewhere, they're in the VIP. I don't know what's left. I'll show you. Hold on. All right, so this one is left. I don't know how many. We've got it shows this one is left. Oh, Lisa, hold on, let me scroll back. Yeah, you must be getting filtered. Oh wait, could I have used the painter's tape to go around the side of the lid? So yes and no. So there I'm stubborn. Let me just preface that by saying I'm stubborn. Sometimes certain things take longer for me and I just don't feel like doing them. I feel like if it was a flat edge like this, absolutely, but it was completely curved. So I feel like getting the painter's tape around that edge would have been a pain in the ass. Maybe I could have done it sort of underneath, maybe, but I typically don't tape things off. What else is left? This. I think there's one or two of these ones left. Um, flag is sold out. There are some bows left. Yeah, the ones I didn't post, uh, this one. Hummingbird sold out, cat sold out, butterflies sold out. The other, yeah, so there's a few left. Obviously, I have to pack some of these up because they got ordered today, but there are still some options if you missed the pre-order for VIP. How's it going? No, I don't think so. I think there's still some left because I forgot to post them originally, so I had the most of those to post, when I posted the extras. Oh, that's kind of annoying. What do I wanna do here? Mm-mm-mm. Don't know. Part of me wants to, like, see if I can let's see. Can I can I try and grab or try and draw a small a small line? I guess we'll see. Put that in the hole right there. Let's do like maybe right here. I probably should have made it a little bit smaller, but let's try just a smidge smaller. Just maybe halfway. I just want it above the fan petals just a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, most of the time me being lazy doesn't cause problems with my art, but sometimes it does. I didn't like that first dot. What the heck? Starting off strong, that's for sure. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was packing everything up and I was like, why do I still have so many of those? And then I was like, oh, doy. Good job, Jenna. Obviously, it was a weird end of the month for me. I don't know. I don't even know how I even ordered any of those if nobody ordered. I don't know. I don't know. I hope these dots meet up. I guess we'll see. The cow's super cute though. I kept a few because some of them were like crinkled, like they must have I don't know, they must have shoved it into the box. Um because some of them just weren't in the best condition, so obviously I wasn't going to post those. Um I can usually try and make it work, but I didn't want to force you guys to try and make a wonky decal work. Oh, we're just gonna keep dotting. That's all. Hello. The cup thing? Well, if they really want to, you can shoot me a message. I struggle with posting oopsies. I don't know. Oh, it was good, you know. I mean, it was relatively productive-ish. A Thursday, you know, not anything to write home about, but it wasn't a terrible day. How about you? I'm sitting here debating on, like, if I wanna do black top dots because that was my original thought, but I'm not 100% sold on that idea. I feel like it would look pretty cool, but I don't know. I know. Oh, good. Getting yard work done's always good. It's not fun, but, I'm sure you feel much better now. That was like me when I had to clean. I, like, deep cleaned some stuff in the apartment, and I feel a lot better now. Yeah, I added in the white because I thought I was probably gonna use black too, but, I don't know. Navy blue would probably look really cool too. Yeah, I feel like it could go pretty well with these colors. We don't have family in California. Are you talking about, like, when we go to Vegas, maybe? Is that? I know black top dots would look pretty cool, but, like, navy isn't too different. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, we just like it there. Just going on vacay. I've always said it like that, so I don't know. I can't change it up now. You never been to Las Vegas? Yeah, we try to. We try and go to a show or two. Oh, yeah, no, it's fun. It's nice and colorful and bright and, there's so much stuff to do, but there's almost so much stuff to do that if you're there for a week, you're like, "All right, it's time to go home." Like, I don't even think we're gonna be there for that long. Well, I don't know. But I think we went for a week the one time and we were like, "This is way too long." Um, like 4 days, 5 nights is probably perfect, honestly, because it can get expensive, trying to do something every day. And if you're not, like, leaving the general, like, strip area, like, there's only so much that you can do without spending money. The black dots are awesome. I just wasn't sure if I was gonna do navy or black, but I guess we're doing black. It's the only place I like to gamble. Just the slots. That's it. I don't do anything crazy. I just like doing slots. We're pretty smart about it though, like, we'll take money that, like, we're okay with losing. Yeah, obviously, it'd be cool if we came home with money, but, we only bring a certain amount, and then when it's done, it's done. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Luxor is definitely a funny one. Yeah. Last time we were there, we went to where, like, the big Ferris wheel is. I don't remember where that is, like, if it's called anything. And there's, I think it's called I Heart Sugar or I Love Sugar or something. It's like a candy store, and upstairs, it's like a bar, and you can get these, like, massive ass drinks, and they put, like, dry ice in it and candy, and it looks really cool. I saw it on TikTok and I was like, "Babe, we gotta go." And so we did. We went, and obviously he doesn't drink, but he was totally cool bringing me there, and obviously I didn't finish it, so I they gave me a little to-go cup, and you could walk around the strip with it, and um by the end of the night, like, I had to put it down in the hotel room. When I came back, my gummy bears were all, like, swollen and drunken, and I was like, "Ooh, vodka gummy bear." Like, yum. But, yeah, we always try and do 1 or 2 shows and find some cool spot with, like, food and drinks and stuff, and oh, yeah, yeah, the Bellagio is always a hit. We're staying at the Cosmo, and I think it's overlooking our room is overlooking the fountain, question mark? It's gonna be fun. When I worked for Chipotle, they did, it's called AMC, the All Managers Conference, so, like, the GMs from all over the company, we would go to Vegas, and, that we stayed at I think it's the Bellagio. What's the other big one? I'm pretty sure it's no. Yes. No. There's the Bellagio, and I don't remember if we stayed at the Bellagio or the other one that, like, I stayed at when I was a kid, but, it was really nice, and, at night, obviously, when the conference wasn't really happening, we could do whatever we wanted. No, it wasn't MGM, maybe it was the Bellagio. I'm trying to think. Um, gosh, now I don't remember, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It's, like, the one good thing about being a higher up manager for that company after a while. We're not gonna get married, don't worry. My parents would shit. Wasn't Caesars. Now I'm looking it up. Let me see. The Venetian. We stayed at the Venetian for Chipotle. It was pretty cool. Heather got her vows renewed with Elvis, didn't you? Wasn't it Elvis, Heather? I don't know what I'm doing on the corner of this. That's why I'm doing top dots. Because I figure I'll stick my hands in paint by accident if I do those first. Like, in a way, it would make sense if we did get married in Vegas, but it wouldn't be like a typical Vegas wedding. Just go to Vegas. I just realized that this is one of the first coasters that I did in a while that didn't have a sparkly base. Hmm. Right, that's true. I want a wedding though. That's the thing. Hello, hello. Yeah, the Venetian was where we stayed and it was very pretty. When Scott and I go, we usually stay like at usually like Mandalay Bay and the other one that's attached to it. I don't know, we just always have. But this time we're changing it up. We're gonna, because I think we just kind of got tired of being at the one end and having to walk, all the way, right? So now we're staying more in the more central, more in the middle. Not that I don't mind walking, but when you do it every day, sometimes it's nice to just be in like a middle location. And I guess the Cosmo is a little bit more hip, a little bit more cool. It's where the young kids go, which we won't be going to any like clubs or anything, but right, exactly. I need my Pittsburgh cookie table. Yeah, technically, but technically not, because PA doesn't have that, I don't think. That might be why though, like I was able to get on his health insurance. We gotta add some sparkles in. Um, Weird question, but does anybody have some pretty awesome skills with like not necessarily photo editing, but like changing the DPI so that it's not just like a little tiny image that's about this big, something I can stretch without making it blurry? I don't know how to do that, and I need to do it for this is just a random thought that I was thinking of right now. I need to do it for a couple things. Because I got some things made for like just some like easy shirts and aprons and stuff, but I need to make two of the images potentially big enough to be like a large shirt decal and not just like a pocket size, you know? And the ones that I have, the DPI is it gets, not so great after I try and stretch it a little bit more. Oh, then I'll have to send you the couple things that I need. You guys want to see um some thoughts for some merch? Squirrel. All right, let me. Oh, hi. Wow. Okay. So this that's for me. Don't worry about that. All right. So obviously Ghosty, he's good for pocket size, but any bigger he's gonna get stretched out. And this was gonna go on my apron. This was normal size. I stretched it, I think this is about 3 inches. This went to 4, and it gave me the like, hey, this might be blurry, and it's fine, but I definitely can't go bigger. Um, so I don't know, I don't want just like a little pocket and that's it for Halloween merch. Like I want to kind of do something else, but um that's the idea for this year. And then this will go on some of my tie-dyes that I have. I just don't know. And the apron that I have. I just don't know. I don't know if I want it to go like in the center here, or if I want it like on one of the pockets. I haven't decided yet, but I've got to pull out my heat press in a little bit and figure that out. But if it looks good, then I might be able to get these in the works for you guys. We'll see though, if you want them. Anywho, how do I switch? There we go. Pocket. Yeah, they stopped after a little bit recognizing it. I don't know why, but they didn't. Thanks. She's cute. Yeah. The apron, so the apron is it's not like super soft, but I don't think you can with that tie-dye. It feels like softer canvas. Okay. I think I have them on my computer. Paula, you know what that means. Free merch. That's how I pay my helpers. If they help me with merch, they get their merch for free. Sometimes though it's more than just regular DPI changing. Sometimes I need like Photoshop help to help me like get everything kind of even, because when I take pictures of stuff, sometimes it's lighter on one side than another, so it needs like fixed. Thank y'all, thank y'all. Ooh, speaking of, you guys didn't see it and I forgot to post it, but look, I finished him. He's so cute. Right. The hummingbird sold. I packed it up and sent it out today. She might be able to, yeah. What's up? I might continue the swoosh um design part since there's a bunch of swooshes on this. We might swoosh the corners. How's it going? She is. All right, so let's just like kind of split it down the center. Okay. So I think like maybe just roughly, just in case we need it. Okay. We're just gonna sloosh. So we're gonna sway. We're gonna swoosh this way. Come with me to shop Ashley Star's stripe sale. Okay, so these hot buys start at $4.99, and I'm low-key redecorating my entire place in my head right now. Oh, lots of talented artsy people. Shop now. It's fun. The internet can be fun sometimes. You meet some really cool, talented people. Dang. Man, the hockey game, I didn't that took a turn. Is anybody watching the Stanley Cup playoffs right now? All right, we're gonna do pink next. I have not. I'm really bad at watching people on YouTube, and I know that she does a lot of YouTube more than, TikTok, and she has like her Patreon stuff that she does, and I'm not a part of that. I know she does a lot in there. The Pirates won. Good. Oh, how was it? Did you love it? Oh, yeah. Good. Weren't you like, I mean, I was surprised how similar it didn't really matter who was singing. Like I was surprised how much everybody sounded like Steve Perry. They have some really talented people in their band. It's like you don't even really miss them, you know? Nice. Very awesome. I've never been lucky to catch a shirt that was thrown into an audience before. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he did a really good I remember I was like, "Damn, that's the drummer singing? That's crazy." Do, do, do. How do I want to do this? Who are you going to see in August? Breaking Benjamin? Adam Lambert. I'm trying to think who could you be seeing? Oh, yeah, I would never have guessed. Oh, that should be fun though. Yeah, I don't think I've ever listened to him. Oh, wow, that's close. Man, I don't know if I can find a good frickin' YouTube video that doesn't have a bazillion ads. Not that you guys can really hear it, but I hope you have a great time. I'm gonna see Breaking Benjamin in September, and I'm so pumped because it's been many years since the last time I've seen them. Concerts these days are just so damn expensive. My 3 Days Grace tickets weren't too bad though, but we also had like not so great seats, but like I really didn't care. I just wanted to go. Yeah, the butterfly one. So here's the design, and there's the decal. And then this one's for VIP. So, probably Vegas. I don't know. Part of me kind of wants, I don't know. I wouldn't mind either, just because it's been a while for Carolina. I'm sure you did. I had to move my videos and pictures to my cloud because the space that everything was taking up was just too much. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of putzing along, hoping for the best, really. This one is similar-ish to ones I've done. I've changed up a bunch of things, and that's probably how I come up with so many patterns is I use bits and pieces from different things I've done and kind of merge them together into one. And then I'll do a few new things that, I feel like might fit, but I really just kind of work a step or so at a time most of the time. I didn't get anything today. I didn't get anything at home, and I didn't have anything well, I did have something in my PO box, but it wasn't that. I got this really, really cute keychain from Heather, part of my birthday present. I'll show it to you guys in a second. It's really, really cute. It's a little cat keychain. It's adorable. I don't know if Heather's still watching, but Heather, I'm using my tumbler you got me today. When I got the tumbler last week, I was super nervous because it said like on the package it said glass and I was like, "Oh Jesus Christ, like I cannot be trusted with a glass tumbler. Like that thing's gonna break. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna use it." But it wasn't glass. I did get that, Patty. Yep, thank you. I'm waiting on their replacement and then I'll send that out to you. Look look how cute. Oh, and it has his name on it. It says Toby. That's true. You do kind of want the team that gets, yeah, that's true. So cute. I'm obsessed. It's not hard to I'm very easily like pleased with stuff like that. It doesn't take much. He's getting a little tubby, but that's because I'm kind of making him gain weight. Um, Not really. He's not fat, but he is kind of filling out a little bit, but I've always thought he was too skinny. I mean, the tail is spot on because he's Mr. Kitty's got a very long tail. Like longer than like I feel like a normal cat. Like his tail is very, very long. And he's always sticks straight up all the time. He's just a happy boy. Um, but Toby, he's always free fed. Um, and like I mean, I would feed him, obviously, but I realized like wouldn't eat if Scott and I were just like we could just be leaving to go like to the grocery store, like he would stop eating. And one day I kind of was like, I feel like he's almost like rationing his little bowl of food in case we don't come back. And like that made me super sad. So I got him this like big, I mean, it's not big, but it holds a lot of food and it kind of replenishes as he eats in hopes that maybe he would kind of be like, "Okay, I can eat a little bit more because if mom and dad don't come back, I'll be okay for a little bit," kind of thing. I don't know if he really thought like that, but it made me feel better. So he's been eating a lot more and he's slightly filling out. I mean, he's just like a lanky, tall, skinny boy. I've never had issues with him being like fat at all, but he looks a little bit like he looks more like filled out, healthy. Yeah, you should. I have a really cute cat that Sparkle Lisa made me. He's like a little chunky boy and he's holding a fishing rod. I swear he does because every time we'd come back in, he would say hi and then he'd run off to his food bowl and start eating. It was like, "Okay, they're home. I can eat now." And I felt so bad about it. So I was thinking about it today. I'm really excited to see when he starts getting his winter coat in. 'Cause he gets real floofy, and I think he's gonna look real cute. Extra cute, I guess I should say, 'cause he's always cute. A cat loaf. So that's what we call like, when he lays down and he tucks his arms and legs behind him, he just looks like a little loaf of bread. Little chunky cat loaf. It's one of his nicknames. Scott just goes, "Loaf?" What are you doing? I always go, "Where'd your arms go? What happened?" Oh my gosh. And wet food is 1, it's stinky, and 2, it's expensive. Yeah, he must yeah, as soon as I noticed and I, like, kinda had that thought cross my mind, I'm like, "My poor boy, he's, like, intentionally not eating." And that just simply cannot do. Good night, Judy, sweet dreams, see you tomorrow. A little heavy on that. I'm gonna spread it out a little bit. Oh, okay, let me look. Where the heck? I saw it come through, but now I'm confused. Oh, wait, hold on. I know. 1 second. She probably is. Yeah, what the fuck? Where is it? Did it just not come through on my computer for some reason? Here it is. Found it. Okay. They are little kitty loaves. How cute. Look at their little feet. Their little nubs. Those are cute. Coffee break. 1 second. Do we do holographic on? Yes. Yes, we do. I need to add a little bit more to this. Good night, Deb. Sweet dreams. Oh, I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. I might, when I do the resin coat, I might put a little bit of holographic into the resin to make it sparkle a little bit more. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Oh yeah, I don't do the same color all the way through. If I do, it's usually black. This could have changed quite a bit had I done, like, the same colors, just kinda switched them up, but I felt like black would pop super well. Typically, if I do, like, a black light piece, I'll top dot in black, and while this isn't necessarily a black light piece, I think I still thought the black would look really good. Oh, yeah, definitely. This one is fun, it's turning out great. It's hard to tell, but this does have some, like, holographic sparkle to it. Yeah. This color palette was inspired by the audience, I guess, the fans, at the Spurs game that I saw on TV last night. I said, "That's pretty cool colors together. Let me make a color palette." Me too. Well, blues and purples, I guess, but this one's fun. It's funky. Okay. Yeah, so basically my thought process for that, Trina, is like so both of the coasters, well, I guess not really the coaster, it's more the one coaster needs taped off and you need to do like the honeycomb part first. Um or technically maybe we don't have to, I don't know. I know that the projects for this month are kind of like we might need to do a part of one thing and then work on something else while it dries kind of thing. So they'll all come together in the end, but it might not be all just one project each week all the way through. Well, that's good. Finally. Yeah, exactly, exactly. So, I think we're gonna I can't remember what I said, but I think we're gonna start off maybe with the honeycomb piece. You gotta tape off one side, do the design, and then we do the honeycomb. Or we do the honeycomb, let it dry for a week, you know, whatever. And then the 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 yin and yang thing, I don't think that needs taped off or anything. I think I confused myself. It's the stash jar. That corner gets taped off, which, you know, like I said, we'll just figure we'll figure it out as we go. Sometimes I do projects that have too many moving parts and I don't really think about how much we can get done in a 2-hour part. So, you just need I have it linked, but, like, you can use masking tape, you can use painter's tape. I am using a tape that I typically use when I press shirts because I literally can't find my masking tape anywhere. I had it, and then it just up and walked away, so but you don't wanna use, like, packing tape, like, nothing that leaves a sticky residue, you know what I mean? Yeah, the yin yang is pretty cool. It took me a while. It might not take us all that long, but it did take me quite a bit of time, and I didn't know if it was because I was, like, thinking of the pattern as I went, because the second half went faster, and the second half is the same pattern, it's just basically, like, opposite, you know, in a different color palette. I don't know what frog tape is, but maybe? Alright, I gotta let the corners dry a little bit more, but the corners will be sparkly. Um Well, actually, they might be dry enough. We'll see. We'll chance it. Yes, it is much easier than I think people think it's gonna be. Oh, okay, then yeah. Yeah, you can use that. You want some tape that's easy to remove that doesn't leave a sticky residue behind. So, it'll be fun though. Yes, I mean, you probably are because so was I until I just sat down and like worked through it and I was like, "Oh, like I didn't even have to watch a tutorial. I just like sat there, looked at it and went, "Yep. Okay. Let's go." Yep. Yep. Paint yeah, so since I've been uploading a year from now, but since I've been uploading old VIP videos to the special playlist here on YouTube, um because, those videos didn't really have like the background info, I decided that going forward, I'll have the guidelines inside that tutorial so that it's all in one place. Yes, yes, that is smart. I feel like we've had projects in VIP where it makes you guys go, "Oh, really? Like, that's how you do that?" And I think that's kind of the fun of it, you know? Like, remember that black and green one that we did around Halloween time last year? And it was like it looked super wiggly, and all it was just the dots going different directions. But it's easy to overthink certain things, and then once you see it, you're like, "Oh, that makes, like, way too much sense," but at the same time, like, it's, totally understandable that it, looks like something more than really what it is. Okay, so now I just have to wait for those little black dots to dry in the corner. Thanks. Yeah, I think it came along quite nicely. Okay, now what? We've got 20 minutes. You know what we should do? We should finish this. We should finish this one from that Fluorescent Friday the one time. These are supposed to be smiley faces. Um, I wonder if we can actually still do them. Yeah. Yep, this one was supposed to have black dots. Now I hope, I'm gonna probably have to put that in a little plate. I hope I can center these without a problem. So this one does glow in black light, by the way. So it'll look pretty neat, I think. I don't know if this is gonna, maybe I should, hold on. I need like a little Sharpie. This was a prototype smiley face before the actual smiley face tool came out. Okay. I don't know if he's too big, but I guess we'll see. Because I think I said I was just gonna draw them on, but well, he's pretty perfect. I just did not get the freaking outer edge right. Okay, let's try this again. Am I gonna ruin it, you think? Let's try and line him up again. I hope I did this right. Well, he's a little chunky, but it's fine. We'll fix him. Definitely need to fix a couple things on here. Oh, whoa. That's why he's a prototype. I can't find my other smiley face, which is why I'm not using that one, by the way. It's here somewhere, but I lost it for the time being. Yeah, he's definitely causing issues, but I think it'll be okay. Gotta fix his outline. I just don't want to over dip, which is why I'm being careful. We'll fix it. It'll be fine. Because if I dip him too much with this tool, he like suctions the black paint up. And I have the paint still in that palette to go over some areas. So I'm okay if it smears or has little spots. You did a what? I was kind of holding my breath too. I keep thinking this coaster is wet. It's not. It's been dry for I don't even know how long. A while. We'll go back in and touch up with some of the bright colors to even things out. I'm just trying to get the general kind of look of the smileys. The bright one, this one. Unfortunately, it was a monster mix of a ton of colors, so I don't actually know what colors went into them, unfortunately. I would love to tell you, but I really don't know. It was inspired by the Spurs crowd colors of the shirts that they were all wearing at the game. Oh, the blue on the background. So sorry. It is the I think it's blue velvet and, um, the teal opal mixed together, I believe is what that is. It's been a while since I've done the background, so I can't 100% remember, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Okay. I can't tell, is this like a smear of black? Oh, that's a hair, that's a cat hair. Um, what happens if I just use like a wax pencil to try and pick up that hair? Do you think it'll work? Yeah, cool. Okay. Yep, that's exactly what this was inspired by. The game was on last night, and I said, "Ooh, I actually really love those colors together. Let's try it." So I had to do like a crazy monster mix because obviously those colors don't occur naturally in the deco art line. So I had to make my own. It's mostly gonna have black top dots, but I might go in with a couple of the neons over certain colors. Maybe eventually. I know that took me a while to get a code. I finally have a code, so I'm taking that as a win. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Slowly but surely. I know a few people have like paint collabs, and they're people I've never heard of either. That doesn't mean that they're not important because I don't believe they're in the dotting community. But from what it looks like, the paint collabs didn't do all that well. 'Cause I remember seeing that they were like clearancing them, so maybe that was a flop idea. Although you guys would probably do really well at supporting and promoting it because you guys are real good at that stuff. But it would be cool if I, like, got them to bring back a few discontinued colors. Maybe next year I'll ask and be like, "Oh, no, I forgot to put my cap on this." Maybe next year I'll ask and be like, "What do you think about doing, like, a 4-pack with, like, sea aqua and blue mist and" Because I know you guys would jump on that for sure. Yeah, but I didn't think that the ones that the other people made weren't, like, unusable together, like, I think that they were pretty. I don't know, maybe they just weren't marketed well. I mean, that's a big part of it as well, you know? If you don't market something, then how are people going to know about it? Which I'm just realizing, I really sucked at marketing the cow tools because I told VIP about it, but no one else. You guys, if you missed the Highland cow tools, they are back officially. Teal opal. Back to the black. Good night. So, there is a smiley face in the groovy set. Good night, Beverly. I can't remember if I said good night or if I just said it in my head, so I'm gonna say it again. Good night. Sweet dreams. How's that for a finish at Thursday? This has been sitting for quite a few weeks unfinished. Tomorrow, we're actually gonna finish an ornament that's been sitting. We'll try and figure out what colors I used because that's part of the reason I haven't finished it either. Oops. I try. You guys remember this line? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's lavender haze and either Laguna or peacock teal and Bahama blue. I can't, it's hard to tell. Sometimes I feel like those two look similar. So it's not going to be impossible, but it's either Laguna or peacock teal, one of the two. And I've got to figure out which one it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure when I was making this for Fluorescent Friday that I was going to do the smiley faces, and then I decided, like, to make them full color and then do, like, a black smiley face after it dried, and then I just never worked on this again, so we don't need to have the black light on to do top dots, I guess, but it will be cool to see this all finished up with the black light on. Yeah, yep. So Hobby Lobby might have them out sooner than Michael's does, and those 2 are very similar in the shape and everything, like, they're pretty much exactly the same. So, I either do Hobby Lobby I usually do Michael's just because they're slightly better quality. Sometimes I feel like the Hoblob quality control is lacking, um but seeing as Hobby Lobby usually puts their Christmas out pretty early, you'll likely start seeing the ornaments in stores at Hobby Lobby before you start seeing them at Michael's. Oh, yeah. That was the goal. I don't think I usually walk my dots down swooshes, but it looks pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, well, they're starting to put some of that stuff out, yeah, so, like, it could be very soon, or it could be, like, closer towards, like, July, um, like, I started to see, like, wreaths and garland and stuff, and then, their pumpkins and hay bales and fall decor they're starting to put out, so it could be, you know, next week for all I know that we could start seeing the ornaments at Hobby Lobby, but definitely before Michael's for sure. They have some cute pumpkins, but I haven't figured out how I wanted to paint them yet. Yes. That's kind of the goal for this one since you can see it glow in black light. I think you know what, before we hop off because most of this is art is pretty much done. I am going to turn the lights off and we're going to check out how it looks under black light and then I'll decide if I want to add a couple more top dots later. So let me finish these dots here. And I'm going to shut off all the lights. This one? Yeah, that'll be coming out. If I were, here it is. Feel like that's dark enough. I didn't turn off all the lights, but I turned off most of them. Ooh, oh look. Some of my nails are glowing. That one looks pretty cool. I like him. The mangoes are glowing and that outside of the orange. Okay, lights going back on. I have fruit nails. So we've got our dragon fruit and our apple and our kiwi and our orange and our mangoes, another apple, a lemon, dragon fruit, and lime. They were gonna be fun. I wasn't planning on doing those nails, but I did because I told her I wanted to and I forgot that I did. So when I get my nails done right before my birthday, we'll have the nails that I was planning on doing that I didn't do because we scheduled for the fruit nails and I didn't want to take up not enough time and waste her time. So we'll do the other ones later. But anywho, all right. So here's what we finished tonight. So we finished this guy that we were working on Tuesday. Nice and sparkly. So I just need to top coat it. I do like the addition of those dark orange dots. I think that was good. And then we did this, which I'm actually going to put a black little sparkly dot on top of those. And then we finished this one because it took us how many weeks to actually come back to it? Hello, I do. What's going on? So, tomorrow, guys, we are back over on TikTok. So I'll see you guys at 9:30 Eastern. And I think we're gonna start Christmas ornaments early this week, just because I'm not sure how much time we'll have on the weekend to work on them. I'm sure we'll have time, but just in case we don't, we're gonna probably work on some Christmas ornaments tomorrow. So, anywho, thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 9:30 over on TikTok. I'll see you guys soon. Good night.